Hello, and welcome to this episode of A Bit of Poetry with Dr. O. Well, I wish it were snowing for this poem, but we're in such a nice setting that I think I'm going to quote anyway, in spite of the fact that it's not snowing. This poem by Robert Frost, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Day. Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not mind me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. Now, there's really nothing very complicated about this poem. It's fairly easy to understand, but what you may not notice until you've read it 2 or 3 times is that the third line of every stanza sets the rhyme for the following stanza. So in this first stanza, whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not mind me stopping here. So that word here is going to give us the rhyme scheme for the next poem. He will not mind me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near, between the woods and frozen lake, his darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sound's the sweep of easy wind, the downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark, and deep, but I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep. Some people think that poem ends rather ominously, but I don't think there's any necessity to impose a dark ending on that poem. I think that he's just saying I have a busy life, and I'd love to stay here and watch the woods fill up with snow, but there are other obligations that I have. I look at a setting like the one that is behind me, and maybe you can see the chimney of an old house. The house is falling down. I think of how that these fields were once alive with the sound of clucking chickens and grunting pigs, and well, there are still cows here and children playing in the yard, and now it's just another quiet, deserted farm in the hills of eastern Kentucky. So beautiful.